how do you try to find cohesion in a moment when the rotation's changing so much? And then what are the things you try to fall back on a big team?
Just playing basketball. I think for the most part tonight we should have we didn't play basketball. We didn't just go out there and compete. We didn't play hard. We've only played in spurts. Those guys came out hitting on all cylinders, especially in that first half to get that big lead. But I mean, it's going to be like that. This is part of the game. We don't know who's going to be in there. We don't know. We can't control injuries. We can't control what guys are going through physically. So it is, next man up. It sounds cliche, but it is what it is. We still got to go out there and compete.
Yeah, so I was saying that you can't make excuses for a situation like that if you want to win, but over the course of your career, have you seen those things sometimes be related where effort can be tied to uncertainty or?
Yeah, I see it. I mean, 19 years, you see everything. I've seen it not once, not twice, but a lot of times where, guys go down and, the guys are trying to search and figure out what they're supposed to do and lineups change. But hey, man, that's the luxury of being in the NBA. You just never know what's going to happen. You never know who's going to get injured. You never know when your thumb is going to get cold. And that was the case tonight.
How are you able to, can you evaluate this team when LeBron, AD gets sick, or none yet, or THD? I mean, how did you evaluate who you guys are right now? Can you do that?
I know you guys gonna do that anyway, but I don't think you can, to be honest with you. But hey, man, it is what it is, brother. It's we still go out there, we still play, we still have guys. Some nights we have full roster. Some nights we don't. But honestly, we really haven't had a full roster. The whole season, maybe preseason, one game, but as of yet, we haven't had all our guys out there. So it's we think about that, but when you're out doing the court, it's hard to think about. It's hard to think about.
We've talked before about your history with Russ. I'm curious, what have you made? Obviously his performance tonight, not a good game by Russ's standards, and then his overall fit these first 10 games and his adjustment.
Well, I mean, we've seen him in some games that we had at home. We've seen him fit right in. We've seen him lead the charge. We've seen him do what he do and is in attack mode. And we've seen nights where he hasn't been that. So that's the give and take with Russ. That's throughout his whole career. He's always figured it out. He's always figured out how to adapt, how to make adjustments, what he has to do personally, physically, mentally. We can't control that. That's something that he controls, and only he knows what he has to do. We got to be there just to support him, and that's what we do.
Carmelo, you talk about just the effort not being there tonight. How much of that do you think was a response to seeing AD have to leave early? Do you guys feel like you handled that as well?
I didn't even know AD left, to be honest. And early in the game, I was looking for him. I thought he went to the back to get taped or something. I didn't know what was going on. I was just so locked into the game. I knew that he wasn't on the bench. He wasn't in the game at one point in time. But I had no idea what was going on with him.
No, Portland bringing you in and giving you a shot is obviously a huge part of your story, especially this stage of your career. And O'Shea is a big part of that. I'm curious if you had any reaction to the statement the Blazers said there's an investigation about the workplace environment, and what is your reaction to that news, or if you ever saw anything like that?
You just broke that news to me.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't. I have no idea.
I knew it's good for me.
Yeah, I haven't. Yeah, you broke that to me, honestly. I have no idea what's even going on with that.
Thanks, Mel.
Thank you.